Alright, so...
Oh, scene. Sorry.
That's good.
Okay. State your name first, so that people will know who you are.
I'm Sean Hickson. Should I look directly into the camera? Or
Yes.
Okay. I'm Sean Hickson. My film idea is, my documentary idea, is about a pizza place I work at down in Bolingbrook, Illinois. It's about an hour away. Well, basically, my boss there has a very hard time finding competent workers, like let alone teenagers or adults, and he's having trouble finding them doing jobs that are just like picking up a phone call, making a pizza. All you do is read a chart, put on the toppings, put it in an oven, and you're done. He's having trouble finding people doing those kind of jobs, and yet he's someone who can manage and own the whole franchise, and then also work at Comcast. So the whole documentary was basically about today's like trouble working economy, finding people who can do. If we can't do the small jobs, we can't do the big jobs. So it'll pretty much just be a study of that.
Okay. Scene.
Yep.
Okay, my name's Lauren Capoletti, and I want to do a documentary on my best friend Bailey, who suffers from MS, and her father also suffers from MS, and she had surgery when she was in high school, and I wanted to go over her whole path, 1 of being diagnosed, 2 of going through the surgery, 3 after the surgery, and how she dealt with everything emotionally, physically, and how her family dealt with it at the same time. And I want to add, since it is a serious topic, I want to add kind of a comedic light to it, because she is not a serious person. So I want to bring out her personality while talking about something serious, but then again, bring out her personality at the same time. So that's it.
Okay. Comment?
Hola, my name is Juan Alejandro, and my talk idea is Columbia College is a school that prides himself in diversity and the increasing rate of minority students being accepted. How is a specific group of Latino students adjusting to the college life, and how was the struggle to get there? Basically, I'm going to follow 2 students, Latino students, and basically follow their college experiences and see how if Columbia really considers themselves as a diverse campus. Seeing the lack of diversity features such as Hispanic features in the full-time faculty. So yeah, that's my idea.
Just shout them out.
Hi, my name is Paige Mel. My documentary idea is about this man named Samuel Chambers, and he basically preaches outside of the Old Navy from 12 to 8 o'clock 6 times a week. And he moved here when he, like 35 years ago, and so he's been doing this for 35 years on no income, and he's got a wife and 8 kids. That he only, his wife works, but he only can't laugh. And so basically he thinks he's a saint, and that God told him to come here and preach, and he's not afraid to tell people that they're going to hell. And I think following him around for a week or 2 would be really interesting to see how he lives and why he's doing what he does, because I think he's a really interesting guy. Yep. That's it.
So Second City Improv Club is one of the leading improv centers in the world. I want to sort of show how they prepare to be unprepared, and sort of I want to show how they were founded, how they sort of how they're the leading comedy club in the world, and I just want to show their process, how they, basically their day-to-day routine, and also interview hopefully the owner and operator of the club and get information from him about the club as well. So that's basically it.
And your name?
Jonathan Johnson.
There you go.
My name is Mike Ware, and I feel on documenting this band called Otis, who is releasing their EP, recording and releasing their EP within the next couple of months, and documenting how these 4 small town kids become a big time band.
Hi, my name is Jake D'Onofrio, and I would like to do a documentary on substance abuse in college. Many people who abuse substances start off in college, and I would like to give viewers the question, has college changed our own lives by the use of substances? I'm going to follow 2 students who have admitted to abusing substances and follow them around through a night of partying. By interviewing these students, I hope to show the struggles of substance abuse and hopefully give more insight on how we can change the use of it and see why we start off by using substances and abusing them.
Hi, my name is Max Kimball, and for my documentary, I'd like to focus on Mark Fishman, the man who recently bought and is currently renovating the Logan Theater, which is one of the oldest movie theaters in the Chicago area. Mr. Fishman has a lot of changes in mind for the theater, and I want to find out why he's so intent on making them, especially because some of the other old theaters in the area, like the Music Box and the Siskel Film Center, have actually publicly denounced some of the ideas that he has. So for the documentary, I'd want to interview Fishman, some workers at the Music Box and the Siskel Film Center, and also try and get some coverage of the Logan Theater while it's under renovations.
Hi, my name is James Girardier. My documentary would be me following a church group down to Mississippi as they help out and help rebuild houses that have taken serious flood damage and having become condemned. I'm going to be following a New Life Lutheran church group down there. They're part of my church from my hometown. And it'd be mainly about the people in the group and what their journey is emotionally and maybe physically if someone gets hurt, what can go wrong there. And just get that story across, maybe inspire some people, go out and help, the less fortunate other than, I could do it, but just go out there and do it.
40 seconds.
Alright, so for my documentary idea, I want to find out why people smoke, even though they know that the consequences could lead to death. And for this, I'm going to interview and follow my aunts, uncles, and cousins who are current smokers and try and find out why they're smoking, even though their father and their grandfather just passed away after smoking for 70 years. So find out why they do it, even though they know what could happen.
My name is Rachel Thompson, and for my documentary, I want to research the difference between favorite movies of everyday moviegoers and people actually involved in the film industry. And this would be myself going to the movie theater and actually watching a movie and then thinking what actually makes a good film. And so I would be interviewing everyday moviegoers and film students, asking what their favorite movie is, why, and what they think makes a good film.
So Second City Improv Club is one of the leading improv centers in the world. I want to sort of show how they prepare to be unprepared, and I want to show how they were founded, how they how they're the leading comedy club in the world, and I just want to show their process, how they, basically their day-to-day routine, and also interview hopefully the owner and operator of the club and get information from him about the club as well. So that's basically it.
And your name?
Jonathan Johnson.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Cesar Hernandez. For my documentary, I plan on following my roommate, David Arnold, who is a struggling musician. He spends a lot of his time in his room. He goes to lots of concerts and he goes to open mics. So what I plan on doing for my film is film him through his creative process of writing a song and going with him to one of his concerts and taping him at one of his open mics. And the thing with him is that he actually has a full-time job. So I kind of want to see how he can balance his passion for music with the real world, working a 9-to-5 job.
Hi, I'm Matthew Shelsky. I've always been fascinated by genetic diseases and disorders passed on through families. So I want to follow my brother and my nephew, who's only about 1.5 years old, and I kind of want to figure out what he's most likely to have when he grows up and what he could develop. I plan on filming him and then interviews with my family and, kind of coming to conclusions about that. And at the end, I kind of want to have an idea of what he's going to be looking forward to going through in his life and what hardships he's going to be having.
All right, my name's Ray Siftel, and my documentary is about a Scottish bagpiper that lives in the northern Illinois areas. And the documentary is basically going to go over kind of his day-to-day life, what he does outside of the band, and also the difficulties he goes through in prepping the band for the upcoming spring season. Teaching lessons, organizing practice, things like that. So really try to draw a good correlation between his personality and what he does, because his personality is so unique. So that's basically it. So, 85 seconds.